Hello, Happy New Year, and welcome to Water Peace Project's monthly water ceremony and collective consciousness experiment series. We're in collaboration with Aquasci and Cybertronica. And if you're tuning into our live stream on Facebook or YouTube right now and you want to participate in today's live consciousness experiment, then you need to join us on aquasci.com right now. And so we've posted the direct link in the chat for you, and it's free and easy to join. You just enter in your email to create a free login and then click join experiment, and you'll be able to see the live water sample. Hello, I'm Lindsay Fox, water researcher, international Hado instructor, founder at Water Peace Project. And today I'm joined by my very dear friend, my Hado sister, Water Peace Project advisor, and founder at CALM, the Center for Advanced Learning of Mindfulness. Please welcome Dr. Kumanga Andrahennadi, and our sincere love and gratitude to you for your continued support and also for joining us for the first water ceremony of the new year. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Lindsay. So happy to be here to start the new year together. So thank you for having me.
I'm so grateful. And we're really grateful to unite with all of you also joining us online right now in resonance of love and gratitude for this water ceremony, where we are scientifically measuring the effects of our collective consciousness on water. And again, for those of you who are joining online and you want to participate in this live experiment, please join the direct experiment link that you see posted in the chat, because you have to log on there in order to see the live water sample for the experiment. So the experiment began when we started, and it lasts for 27 minutes. And if you can focus your attention on the water sample during the session, this water sample is located in the lab in Germany, where it's isolated and stabilized and constantly being measured by a special water sensor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for any subtle changes taking place. And for this experiment, we are directing the resonant feelings of our collective love and gratitude to the same water sample at the same exact time. And we are exploring the power of consciousness for the purpose of peace. And so we're synchronizing with our intentions of love and gratitude to create coherency during this experiment. And we believe that having an attitude of love and gratitude can change us and the entire world into a more sustainable and beautiful place for everyone to live in harmony. And Dr. Hado taught us that, and he believed that by holding the intentions of peace towards water, and by thinking and speaking and acting with the intentions of peace towards water, that water can and will bring peace to our bodies and the world. And so our mission here at Water Peace Project is to inspire and educate the importance of water for peace. And understanding water's role in cultivating peace is important because we're mostly made of water. And when we learn how water responds to our vibrations, then we should know how to treat others. And peace truly begins with ourselves. And I just wanted to share this quote that I just read the other day from His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, and it really resonated with what we're doing here. And he said, "Yet there's a big contradiction. And there are 7 billion human beings, and nobody wants to have problems or suffering. But there are many problems and much suffering, most of our own creation. And why? Something is lacking. And as one of the 7 billion human beings, I believe that everyone has responsibility to develop a happier world. We need ultimately to have a greater concern for others' well-being, and in other words, kindness or compassion, which is lacking now. We must pay more attention to our inner values, and we must look inside." And I know those words resonate with you, Kumanga, and your great work in teaching mindfulness at COM. And especially, I know your thesis for your PhD was based on how our mind responds or is affected by water. And so I would hope that maybe you could share that with everyone today, and especially the importance of mindfulness and cultivating inner peace so that we could have more compassion for others.
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay, for sharing, the quote from Her Holiness the Dalai Lama. I thought that kind of sums up what the world needs today. Especially with this intention, I think it's very important to pay attention to our inner values and looking inside to see what we can recognize within ourselves, what we have already. And in Buddhism, we call this innate, natural qualities that we all inherit already. But the problem is all our habitual tendencies over time has taken over with bad habits, and we are unable to see these beautiful qualities that lie within us. So mindfulness and meditation, when we take a little bit of time to look into our mind and to generate compassion, it helps us, it's like a ripple effect, and then one thing leads to another good quality. So we can recognize, for example, when we generate compassion, we can begin to see that the suffering is that the others are experiencing, I also experience that. So it's not just, there's no you and me, it's us. So right now our world is so separated in a way that, we thought that the pandemic would unite us, but it has separated us in a huge way, in different ways, rich, poor, vaccine, non-vaccine, and so on. So I think if we look inside and understand our, deep way, our suffering connects us all, and it doesn't matter all the outer circumstances. I think practicing compassion is the key to understand this. So later on, we're going to do a meditation on this. So I think that's all I want to say. But one more thing was about the water, the effect of water, like you said. So, for example, if we go near a lake or the sea, what happens to our mind and our body immediately? It has an effect. So that's the physical experience we experience when we are by the water, a big body of water. But also we can cultivate this relaxation, this certain calm qualities that when we go near a water body, just by visualizing or connecting with water with our mind. So again, we will test that out in the meditation as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Kumanga, and I'm always grateful to hear your water wisdom and how mindfulness can help us in cultivating peace is so important. And like you said, we're so divided in things that are happening now, and water is truly the one element that unites us. And, we founded Water Peace Project in the loving memory of Dr. Emoto, and during his time on earth, he had dedicated his life to teaching the power of consciousness through water for the purpose of peace and harmony. And actually, it was Dr. Emoto that brought Kumanga and I together at Hado School, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. And he taught us that when we look deep into the power of water, we end up affirming the existence of the divine, and that water teaches us that something is greater than ourselves, that created the entire universe, and that we're all children of God. He believed that if these teachings were more widely accepted, that we'd come to see a new harmonious way of life. And Dr. Emoto shared powerful messages from water, and his theory about water evolved over time. His first conclusion, he shared that water is a messenger sent by God, and it evolved into water is a representative of God. And his final conclusion was that water is God. And so with this in mind, let's begin the water ceremony. And we're going to create a resonant field of our collective love and gratitude and direct it to the water sample. And to begin, I will sound the crystal bowl 3 times. Kumanga will open the ceremony with a guided water meditation for compassion. And then I will share the grand invocation in Japanese. And then Kumanga will share the Ho'oponopono prayer for forgiveness. So you can follow along by repeating after. Let's begin now.
So to begin our water ceremony, we're going to begin the ceremony with a water meditation, but which has a main focus on the compassion element. So let's close our eyes because this involves visualization element. And let's come to a comfortable posture where we keep our feet flat on the ground and hands either facing up or downwards on our thighs, or you can put your right palm on your left, thumbs gently touching and resting that on your lap as well. So whichever way, we're creating a balanced, harmonious body in preparation for our meditation. So now let's take a long, deep breath. Really expanding our chest and then our lower abdomen as we breathe in. And then breathing out, either through our mouth or through the nose. Let's take another deep breath. Expanding our lungs, expanding our abdomen, letting this breath flow right down to our lower abdomen, and letting the breath flow out of the body one more time. So one last time, let's bring our focus into our body, observing the breath flowing in through the nose, expanding our body, the upper body, the lungs, and then as it moves down to the lower abdomen, expanding our abdomen. And then as it leaves the body, it contracts, and the breath leaves through our mouth or through the nose, whichever way is comfortable to you right now. So now let's look at our mind. How is my mind right now? What kind of thoughts are flowing? Are there any emotions present? Or do you feel any physical sensations in the body? And just feeling into whatever is going on in the mind and the body. And now, let's visualize that all of us, all of us who are joining from around the world for this 11th January water experiment, we visualize that we are all together in a beautiful beach, sitting and watching the waves as it sweeps through our feet while we are standing and watching these waves come in and out. And now let's imagine either side of us. So we are standing, and imagine that either it could be parents or somebody that we love. They stand and hold our hands. Someone is holding my right hand, and another person that I love is holding my right and my left arm. So feel their presence. Feel your loved one's presence with you. And now you can imagine that the love that is flowing from their heart, it's flowing through their hands, and this kind of energy is being transferred to us. And really, like, we're really enjoying being with the water, being with our loved ones. And we can imagine this form of energy as great compassion, because our love and dear ones, they want the best for us no matter what. So imagining this kind of great compassion flowing from their hearts, which is emanating out towards us while we stand with them here by the ocean. Feel the wind around you. Feel the waves kissing your feet while we stand together with our loved ones. And then we can imagine that these beautiful waves, as they kiss our feet, our loved one disappear, who are standing either side of us. They dissolve and disappear. And now we can imagine someone that we don't like so much or gives us a little bit of trouble. Either it could be a work colleague or it could be anybody. So you can imagine two people the same way that our loved ones were standing either side of us. Just visualize these people who give us difficulty standing, beside us on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, and holding our hands. So, and this time, let's understand that their difficulties, whatever that they're kind of projecting towards us it comes from, not understanding of their own suffering. So this love that we received from our loved ones are now filled in our heart. So we can now expand this love and compassion to these people who give us trouble, who are holding our hands, asking for help and asking for understanding and compassion. So imagine now through your arms, through your hands, this love and compassion shining in our heart center, received through our loved ones, is flowing out to those people in need, those people who are suffering. And just visualize that their heart center is also now shining with love and compassion that is being transferred from our heart to their heart. And now we can visualize that this great compassion that is flowing out from our heart and from the heart of the people who are standing either side of us are expanding to the universe, to all beings in need, especially affected by the coronavirus, and people who passed away, people who are suffering right now with the coronavirus, and their loved ones who are suffering as a result. So expanding this compassion, love towards them, and kindness towards them. And now taking in and expanding this feeling of love and compassion from our heart out to all animals, taking our animal friends, our pets, and now expanding it all to all elements, our waters, the wind, soil, space, fire, taking in all elements, the sun, the moon, and wishing our Mother Earth well, sending compassion and love and kindness from our heart to our Mother Earth, for our Mother Earth's healing and transformation. And now let's bring this light back to our heart center. And now let's watch the waves again come in and out. And as they come in, they kiss our feet. And as the waves move out, the two people standing beside us also disappear. Now, let's just watch the waves one more time. It's like that breath we took at the beginning. The waves come in and waves go out, just like the waves of our breath in our body. And we can connect with all the plants who give us oxygen to breathe, who keep us alive. So feeling kind of this feeling of generating feeling of love and gratitude from our heart for everything that we have right now, for being alive. And now we can bring ourselves back to our chair. And now moving our fingers and toes, we can begin to open our eyes.
Thank you, Kumanga. That was beautiful. And together, let's chant the grand invocation in Japanese. And this is a powerful kotodama or mantra created for peace on earth. And the meaning in English is, the eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create a world of true and grand harmony. And this was taught to us by our teacher, Dr. Emoto, and his teacher taught it to him, and their hopes were that 10% of the world's population would join in and share the grand invocation for peace and harmony. So you can join in by repeating after me. Uchu no mugen no.
Uchu no mugen no.
Shikara ga korikote.
Chikara ga korikote.
Makoto no daiwa no.
Makoto no daiwa no.
Mio ga narinata.
Mio ga narinata.
Uchu no mugen no.
Uchu no mugen no.
Shikara ga korikote.
Chikara ga korikote.
Makoto no daiwa no.
Makoto no daiwa no.
Mio ga narinata.
Mio ga narinata.
Uchu no mugen no.
Uchu no Mugenno.
Shikara ga korikote.
Shikara ga korikote.
Makoto no daiwa no.
Makoto no daiwa no.
Mio ga narinata.
Mio ga narinata. Thank you, Lindsay. So now I will recite the Ho'oponopono prayer. This prayer is a form of resolution, forgiveness, and healing. It's very powerful if you connect to your sincere heart. So I will repeat 3 times the prayer, so please repeat after me. Water, I'm sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, I'm sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you. So this completes our water ceremony and experiment today. Love and gratitude to everyone for joining in resonance, especially Kumanga, and sharing that incredible meditation and sharing your heart. And may these resonant feelings continue to ripple out. We've cultivated this powerful field of love and gratitude, and together with your help, we're going to conduct this on our Instagram and Facebook page. So each day you will see a daily photo of the rice, and we're going to look at it for 11 minutes each day for 30 days. And together with the help of Jodi Sellers, we have prepared 3 jars of rice for this experiment. And each day she will post a photo of the rice in the jar, and everyone participating will direct their intentions to the rice jars. And jar number 1 is labeled with love and gratitude. And so every day at noon, we will post the photo of jar number 1, and you can join online and sit there and send your feelings of love and gratitude to that jar for 11 minutes. And then at the end of the day, each day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll post a photo of the second jar, which is labeled with the word hate and you fool. And so you could join at the end of your day. Any negative feelings that you had, we can dump onto this rice jar. Number 2, we'll make that our negative feeling dump. And the 3rd jar will be ignored. So we'll conduct this experiment every day starting today at noon. And I'm excited to see the results. This is our first online rice experiment, and we're going to conduct it every day for 30 days. And then on February 22nd, 2022, 2022, that number, we're going to do a live stream results discussion. So we hope you will continue to participate each day. And thank you so much, Kumi.
So thank you very much for organizing today's ceremony and all the ceremonies that you've been doing for the last over 10 years. It's pretty incredible. So I'm really grateful to have you as a friend, and I'm looking forward to this year, what this year will bring us to working together to serve water. That's how I see this, our mission. So you can find more information on my website, calmmindfulness.org. So thank you, Lindsay, for giving me the opportunity to share more information too.
I'm so grateful, and thank you so much, because it's always a blessing, and your meditations are transcending. Today's was really special. Before you said feel the breeze, I was already feeling the breeze. We were all standing there together on the beach, and it was really powerful. So I highly encourage you guys to check out Kumanga's incredible work. And again, it's calmmindfulness.org. We'll put that link in the chat for you. And also, if you want to learn more about Water Peace Project's monthly schedule, our group consciousness experiments, our published research, you can check that out at waterpeaceproject.org. And then tomorrow kicks off our 8 days of global love and gratitude from the 12th to the 19th. And that's a live stream. You can join there. And also we have our full moon meditation, and January 20th and 21st, we have our monthly intermittent water fasting and consciousness experiment clearing out for, the new month. And again, we hope you will join us next month for our water ceremony. And, you can get all the direct links on our page there. And it's just, we also have a Water for Peace pledge on our page, which basically is a mindfulness pledge that you vow to create mindfulness with your thoughts, words, and emotions, and how they affect water and all of us. And by doing this, you're using your power of consciousness as a force of action for the purpose of peace. And together we are thinking, speaking, and acting with the intentions of peace every day. We can truly bring peace to our bodies and to others. And so if you go ahead and fill that out and put your email in there, you'll get an update for our monthly schedule, and anyone can participate in our experiments. We're really grateful for everyone joining. All it takes is your sincere heart. So love and thanks to each of you, and Kumanga, Happy New Year and blessings to everyone. May this continue to ripple out our hearts and our compassion for peace and harmony. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lindsay, and Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye.